Hi there, Sharon Hespe, the Good Gut Girl. Welcome to another installment in our series, Cooking in Captivity. Like, I know we're all at home and it's a bit tricky because we all love to go out for breakfast on a Saturday morning, but we just can't, okay? So I'm going to show you how to cook a delicious chia seed pudding, okay? Just with whatever you've got in the cupboard or whatever you've got in the kitchen. So for me at the moment, I'm not in my regular kitchen. I'm in a tiny kitchen with really limited equipment, but I'll show you how you can do it. So these are the things you need. Just a bowl. Any sort of bowl is fine. You need a whisk, a dessert spoon. You do need some chia seeds, okay? And you can see my chia seeds, I've just put a couple of packets in. Some are darker, some are lighter. And it's probably good to have a mix because the more variety of food you can get into your diet, the better off you are. So if you've got white chia seeds and black chia seeds, that counts as two foods, okay? Just a cup. You don't need any fancy measuring things. A cup's a cup. It doesn't matter, okay? I'm going to make mine today with coconut milk. Sometimes I make it with A2 milk. Sometimes I make it with soy, almond, rice, macadamia, oat, whatever your preferred milk is. It's fine to make it in, okay? Now, usually I would throw in a couple of bananas, but I don't have any, okay? But I've got apples. I've got these groovy apples from Woolies, the odd bunch. So they're the apples that look funny that people so-called don't want to buy. So I bought them because they're great. Now, I do have a few nuts and seeds. So I've got some almonds. I've got some pepitas. I've got some sunflower seeds. And I found this muesli in the cupboard, okay? So it's a gluten-free muesli. So what I can do with that is I can just sprinkle it on the top. It'll be delicious, okay? And I've also got some delicious maple syrup. So what I'll do is I'll show you how to make the chia seed pudding. And once it's gelled and once it's set, then I can sprinkle on some or all of these nuts and grate up some apple or slice up some apple, a little bit of maple syrup, and it's easy. So these are the quantities that you need to remember. For 2 people, you need 1/8 of a cup of chia seeds and 1/2 a cup of coconut milk. So if I just use this cup, 1/8 of a cup is probably around 4 spoons, but let's just check it. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that looks about right. So you've got your 1/8 of a cup, just throw it in there. So so now we're going to have coconut milk, 1/2 a cup of coconut milk. This tin's 270 mils, which is just over a cup. So I'm just going to throw 1/2 of it in. It's pretty easy. And 2, don't forget, you need a decent coffee. So I've already had my nice coffee. And this coconut milk reminded me sometimes I've been having coffee with coconut milk. It's absolutely divine. Okay, so just 1/2 a cup, stir it up a little bit. About half. Doesn't really matter. It's no big deal with this, okay? It doesn't matter. If you put in too many chia seeds and not enough milk and it gets too firm, just put in some more chia seeds. It's really easy. So all you do is mix it up like that, okay? And like I said, you can use any milk that you like. It doesn't matter. So you just mix it up and probably every few minutes or so, go back to it and give it a bit of a stir. And what will happen, sometimes in 10 minutes, sometimes in half an hour, the seeds and the milk gel up to a pudding consistency. And that's when you have chia seed pudding. So what I do is you can put it into containers to take to work. You can put it in just a normal serving bowl to have. This is too much for one person. This is really for 2 people because it gels up quite well. Sometimes I put it in little shot glasses if I'm having lots and lots of people around for a brunch or something, which won't be happening for 6 months. You can serve it any way you like. And sometimes I will even have this for dessert because, you know, sometimes when you aren't allowed to have certain foods, you go, man, I can't have any dessert. So if you just have a chia seed pudding and you put lots of beautiful strawberries and berries and things like that and some nice coconut yogurt, it makes a beautiful dessert. So you can do that as well. So just keep on stirring it up and you can see, I don't know if you can see, but it's already starting to get a bit jelly. So this one should only take around 5 minutes or so to gel up and it's almost ready now, okay? So sometimes if you have a SIBO problem, so if you've got short intestinal bacterial overgrowth, Sometimes chia seeds won't be so good for you, but if you know you've got SIBO and you know chia seeds don't work for you, don't have them. It's as simple as that. But for the majority of people, chia seeds are fantastic and they're a really, really good fiber. So if you don't poo so well, sometimes it's a great idea. Just try some chia seeds. It's easy. So that's it for this morning for our cooking in captivity in your pajamas. Tonight, I think we might do a apple crumble, a healthy apple crumble, because I won't use all the apples. I'm pretty sure we can use some of this muesli or some oats. I know there's some coconut oil in there. We'll just use that. So keep an eye out for tonight. And if you want the link for the recipe, it's there for you. Thanks, guys.